Sunday morning, and I am getting ready for my 5th ice bath. And I have to leave the house in about an hour. And can you believe that for a 5th ice bath, I'm still really anxious and nervous? I know what to expect, but the thought of submerging my entire body in freezing cold water, it always scares the crap out of me. I don't know. I'm a tropical man. I say this all the time. I think I say it every time I go to the ice bath, that my blood, the tropical blood, does not belong in ice. I've already gone to the bathroom twice just to share how nervous I am to go into this ice, even though I've done it before. So for anyone considering ice bath or thinking about doing it, I just want to let you know that the fear of getting into the ice never goes away. Let me pour myself a cup of coffee. The fear never goes away. But you know what? The reason why I do it is because I know the benefits. I know how it makes me feel afterwards. And I know that over time that I'm just going to get healthier and healthier. And the benefits of doing the ice bath weekly is just going to compound. And of course, like every time I do it, I feel so good for the entire week. It sets me up for the entire week. And so if I have to go through the misery and if I have to go through the fear every single week, if I've got to walk that bridge of fear, or in this case, jump into the bridge of fear into freezing cold water, I'm going to do it. One good thing about today, the sun is out. I just got here. We're about to start our breath work, and that is the ice bucket filled with ice. I want to show you what it looks like. They're just filling it with water right now, but that's a lot of ice right now. But again, the good thing, we've got the sun out. I've got my towel down, and everyone is just getting ready to do a little breath work. It's the Wim Hof method breath work. I'm not one to teach it. I can't even tell you how to do it. I just do it. If you want to research Wim Hof method breathing techniques, there's plenty of videos on YouTube for that. But for now, I'm just going to go ahead and psych myself out, get ready mentally and physically for that ice bath. Okay, breath work finished. I'm high as a kite, naturally. And we're getting ready for our first ice bath. People are still getting ready for theirs, and it's one of those personal experiences when we do ice baths. For this first one, I'm not going to be filming other people doing their ice bath. I'm going to try my best to film mine without freezing and distracting myself. But I feel good. I feel good. I'm not as nervous, and I don't have as large of an anxiety as I normally do. I think today's breath work was really, really helpful. Okay, let's do this.
Almost violet.
Not so bad today. Yeah, it's the sun.
Who's timing?
So it's finished?
No say.
Oh, you said 10 seconds.
Well, that's according to this, but I don't know. It could have been on a little longer. Who's timing?
But I don't know.
Uh-oh.
It's pretty much about time. Oh, there it is.
Is that it?
Yes. Wait. I'm just gonna go. Yeah. Yeah. That's it.
Woo! Woo!
I did it.
You did it!
Gracias.
Yay!
Okay, so I did it. Another day, another feeling good, all day, all week. There's Memo, the guy responsible for all of this. Got me started, feels good. Now it's time to eat. The best part about all of this. You want to know what gets me through this ice bath? Is this. This. These people in this garden with this food under this arch with these flowers. I mean, it's like from a movie. I just got back from the ice bath and now it's time to get to work. It's hot. I need to take a shower. But first, do you remember this sheet from a previous video where I wrote down some habits to see what I could do and be consistent with? My goals were to have no rice, no sugar, to have green smoothie, to plan tomorrow's meals, yoga and 20 minutes in the day, yoga 20 minutes at night, meditate, cardio for 30 minutes, and I added tracking expenses. And as you can see, the beginning of the week was all right. I had a few days that I skipped some things like yoga and planning my meals. And then I totally lost track by the weekend and just really lost it and did not stay consistent. So, can I be hard on myself? Absolutely. But will I? Absolutely not. I'm not going to be hard on myself. This time, I'm going to focus on building goals without the stress, without the pressure. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to see which goals that I want to keep, which habits, which ones that I kind of have already under my belt that I don't need to really track because I do it consistently, and which ones I still need to really work on, plus ones that I want to add that I really want to build and work on for this upcoming week. And we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to go ahead and write down on my piece of paper what goals I want to work on, and that's going to be my new habits for the week. Let's do this. Okay, I think I have it. It's kind of a short list, but I feel like this is some of the most important things that I want to focus on this week. First, I've got to pour myself a cup of coffee because I'm going to need some coffee for this. Here we go. And here's the list that I have so far. Let me just go through the old list again. I feel like, again, I've got the no rice under control, no sugar under control. Believe it or not, I've been doing really well with this. The green smoothie, I've got that under control. I tend to drink a lot of this. And yoga at night, I got that under control. Tracking expenses, got that under control. Cardio, I feel like I do that every time I walk into town. On the new list that I want to focus on, just for this week, and again, I'm trying to keep these lists fairly short, what I believe I would be capable of doing without feeling overwhelmed. So if you're doing this for yourself too, and you're making your own list, make sure that you don't overwhelm yourself or making the list so long that it becomes a job or it becomes too much of a burden and takes too much time out of your day that you end up quitting or freezing. Kind of like how I did with the first week with some of the things. It became too much. This time I'm going to keep the list short, and anything I do on top of this list will just be icing on the cake. This week's goals is to oil pull, to do what I'm calling the 5 100s, which is in the very first video you saw me do 100 jumping jacks, 100 sit-ups, 100 push-ups, 100 mountain climbers, and 100 squats. I want to do that every day just to get myself back into that cardio / body weight training condition, just to get used to it again, and then I'll step it up a notch in the following weeks. I want to track my food intake because I really want to know what I'm eating, and I want to really track the sugars and the carbs and yada, yada, yada. I want to plan tomorrow's meal. I feel like in the last week that I did that, I didn't do that so well. So I want to practice the meal prepping / ingredient prepping so that I can plan the next day's meal much easier so that I don't get overwhelmed, because I feel like this overwhelms me. Yoga during the day, I really want to work on because I feel like yoga at night, I've got under control. And then I want to meditate 20 minutes a day. I've got this covered as well, but I just wanted to keep it on the list because it reminds me to take it slow, focus on my inner self and building my inner strength. And meditation really does that for me. Those are my goals for this week. I'm still riding high from today's ice bath. I feel super good. The benefits of an ice bath are just crazy. I don't want to be the one to teach you the benefits of an ice bath. That's a simple YouTube or Google search that you can do for yourself. But that's what I'm doing. I feel like I've got this so-called midlife crisis under control. For a lot of people, it's kind of like this traumatic experience, this doom and gloom experience, and I don't feel like it has to be. I've got a lot of thoughts on what this midlife crisis is for me, and I'm going to be sharing that in upcoming videos. But for now, I'm just trying to be strong out of the gate and doing things that have lasting changes in my diet and in my fitness, because I believe that's where it starts. Actually, even before that, where it starts is reconnecting with my inner self and my inner strength and that spiritual side of me that I know is in here and that leads the way, and finding that inner peace again. I know it's there. And if you're watching this, Anita, thank you for reminding me about that. That was such a great message. Thank you for leaving me that message, because although I know it in my head, sometimes I need to hear the reminder, and it was really helpful. So thank you for that. What are your goals? Do you have goals or habits that you want to build for this week? Remember, we're doing this in real time. I don't know when you're watching this video by the time you get to this video, but these things are happening for me in real time in these videos. And I'm not claiming to be an expert at overcoming midlife crisis. I'm still trying to really define it. And at the same time, doing the things that I know works and I know that have helped me in the past to get me into that peak state, that part of me that can solve problems, that is solution focused, and that is a little bit more optimistic than I have been lately. That's that. That's this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.